It's whatever.
They are big numbers, and they said rock would never last. With us is Ian Anderson. He is the man, the driving force behind Jethro Tull, a rock group that came out of the UK in the late 60s with some other really super groups with incredible shelf life, making good music. But you, good morning, first of all.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you? Good to see you.
I'm very well, thanks.
Let me ask you some basic questions.
Sure.
Jethro Tull played what instrument in your band?
Who?
Jethro Tull.
Well, hey, listen, that's the name of the band. There's been a long-standing confusion between some of our more challenged fans and us that Jethro Tull is actually a real person in the band.
And they think you're Jethro Tull.
Well, that would be the logical assumption, since I'm the one that stands closest to the front of the stage. No, the original Jethro Tull was a historical character in English history. He was the inventor of the seed drill, and he sort of invented rotational farming and improved agricultural methods in the
Now, that may not be as much a stretch as people might suspect, because you have been involved in farming. You are an entrepreneur of the land to a certain extent, are you not?
Coincidentally, yeah, I didn't intend that to happen. It's just that
but art, there are no coincidences in art, you know that.
Oh, this is all part of some predestined plan.
Sure.
Goodness me. Right. Well, with that sort of universal theme in mind, I suppose, not of the land, of the sea, actually. We're involved in aquaculture in quite a big way in Scotland, so in growing fish and processing fish, but that's a one-day-a-week phenomenon for me to actually attend the odd meeting and make a few phone calls. Most of the time I'm a musician, as I
Do you have passion for the entrepreneurial part of your nature?
I have a passion for not paying any more in income tax than I can avoid, and therefore by investing money into people and new jobs, then I get a kind of tax.
So you're doing good with the money that you're saving by not paying the taxes?
Absolutely.
I like that.
Creating more income tax to be paid by all the people that we give work to.
But they'll create fisheries for other people, you know, so that's how the system works.
That's the system.
You, Ian Anderson, have always been a flautist. I guess a flutist when you're playing rock and a flautist when you're playing classical kind of music. You recorded an album here just recently that went to #1 on the classical charts. This is not where fans of Jethro Tull would expect to find you.
No, it's actually called the classical crossover charts, which is a kind of strange twilight world strewn with landmines somewhere between classical music and pop and rock. And basically, having gone into #1 in the classical crossover charts, that has impressed the hell out of nobody, because nobody reads those charts. They don't really mean a great deal.
It's sort of a no man's land.
It's published in Billboard, so listen, I'll take any chart position I can get in Billboard.
You're too modest.
No, I could be more modest, but not a morning television.
Now we have, right in front of you, we have the flute. Could we just ask you to, can I ask you to noodle, and let me give you the definition of noodle. You know who Steve Allen is?
Yeah.
Our Steve Allen says, when they ask you to noodle on television, it means play a little and we're not going to pay you. That's noodling.
Right, so there's a magic 37 seconds beyond which I mustn't go. Otherwise you owe me money.
We can stretch it a little here, it's early.
So I could pay for breakfast.
Sure.
Okay. Well, okay, I'll noodle. Could do.
Ian Anderson, and by the way, I'd like to, you're not playing on one foot. You were not playing that on one foot. You
well, I was thinking one foot.
Okay.
I was thinking one foot.
And the name of the album is, the CD?
The new one's called Divinities, but there is a new Jethro Tull album almost finished, due for September release.
So Divinities is out, and Jethro Tull is coming along, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to be on the show.
Ian
Good
Anderson,
morning.
Jethro Tull. All right, here's the question. How can oysters get you into shape for the summer games?